What's happening, you guys? Wanted to go over the two trades that I took today. Unfortunately, 0 and 2, both were losers. One of them was actually a real painful loss, and you'll see what I mean once we get to it. But let's go over the NQ long loss first. So, taking a look at I'm zoomed out here on the 5 minute chart, taking a look at the key levels that we have in play, and um, the key level that I was playing off of for this trade here, we can see had multiple touches, making it a key level. You can see major rejection here, tap here, came back down, touch there. So four touches right there going into today. So obviously a clear key level to play off of. And then going into market open, you can see pre-market we were way down here. Huge bounce off of pre-market economic data that came in at 8:30, and that pushed us above the key level that we were playing. So after market opened, this break actually happened shortly after market opened. So strong push, and we were able to claim that level. As you can see, if we go down to the 1 minute, we can kind of see what was happening in more detail as we broke above. So you can see we just shot straight above. There was no real evidence of a hold. It just broke right through. So that was the breakout. Didn't want to play that. Always wait to see it come back and hold. So our first signs of a hold were right here. We can see just barely held above our invalidation point and then kind of had a strong push off. That one happened quick, didn't really have much time. That was a valid entry because we do have 4 touches and a push away from our zone. So that is actually a valid entry point right there. But I didn't happen to catch that, and I noticed that we didn't make the move that we were looking for completely. So I was willing to re-enter on this trade. And we came back down again, couple more touches right out of that zone without invalidating our level. And then right here after, on this candle here on that push is where I got in. So this one here went into profit a little bit, but never really reached our target. And then you can see we got stopped out on this strong push below the level here. But it was a valid trade. The risk to reward on this was 1 to 2, so that's my absolute minimum that I want to take. We have the swing high that is also seen on the 5 minute, so that was a swing high that I was targeting. The key level above that was quite a ways above, so I was thinking about taking partials there and then taking the rest off there, but we never even got to that point, obviously, so it didn't matter. But yeah, so that was the first trade of the day. Small loss. Was very happy, with the trade entry. I would take that trade 10 out of 10 times. So everything was lining up, just ended up being a loss. So let's flip on over to the gold chart where our second trade happened, and this one was the one that hurt. I mean, you can kind of already see where our entry was and what happened afterwards. But anyways, so we can see here the key level we were playing off of on this one had so many touches, so many strong reactions. So 1, 2, 3, rejection there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, it just kept going on and on and on. Another rejection there. So just endless taps at this level. Really, really clear that this was a key level to play off of. And where were we going into the day? We were above that level, kind of just staying in that channel up until market open. And then again, similar to NQ, right around market open, we got that break below that level. It was kind of like indecisive there, but then we got a clear break here on this candle. So again, we'll jump to the 1 minute since we got the break we were looking for, and then we would be looking for an entry at that point. So there's the break that we saw. It was holding below that level, but never really came back and retested the area up until this point. And then you can see we had 1, 2, and then it came and then tapped it several times. So on any one of these candles, I could have entered on the push out. So for whatever reason, I got in on this one, but it was maintaining that invalidation point, which is that red line up above. And you can see this one here, as soon as we entered, we kind of went into drawdown, and then it went really hard against us, and then it wicked our stop loss, and then of course flew to take profit. So I mean, literally by a tick, we got stopped out on this one. So super unfortunate. If we zoom in, I mean, it looks like we placed our stop like, 2 ticks above, so pretty standard. I mean, maybe a little bit wider, but I mean, that's just trading for you. I might have put it a little bit wider on that other trade NQ. I think it had a little bit past that, but regardless, that's right around where I would have my stop. And this time it just didn't work out. But you can see it was really a valid idea, valid trade. So at least seeing it play out makes me confident in the trade entry itself. So again, 0-2 day, both trades were, they were not invalid setups or impatient at all. So we can't judge our trades based on the results. We got to judge it based on, you know, the system and if we followed our rules and if it was a valid entry. So that'll wrap up the video for today. Take care, guys.